As the summer sun scorches the Boeotian earth, the Persian vanguard advances in disciplined silence. Bronze greaves catch the morning light while dust plumes mark their relentless march toward the Greek heartland. Every measured stride carries the heavy weight of imperial ambition. The seasons turn, and the campaign shifts to the steep limestone ridges above Plataea. Athenian hoplites climb the rocky slopes, their polished cuirasses gleaming under the harsh midday sun. They plant their feet firmly, preparing to anchor the fragile Greek alliance against the eastern tide. Beyond the river, Spartan strategoi stand upon an elevated ridge, crimson cloaks draped over polished bronze. As golden hour paints the valley in long shadows, they weigh the tactical advantage of the high ground. Their quiet consultation. By early autumn, the Persian cavalry sweeps along narrow winding trails, hooves crunching through dry grass. Their squadron leader tracks distant Greek supply wagons with predatory focus, moving like silent shadows across the plains. They hover over the Allied lifelines. Mid-October brings a chill to the fortified heights, where Corinthian phalangites secure the northern ridge. Heavy wool cloaks settle over polished bronze helmets as their centurion braces a spear against the stone. They stand as a deliberate barrier, a silent testament to hoplite, resolve against the... As October wanes, Persian archers take position on the flat ground east of the Asopus. Yew boughs draw taut in the steady breeze, bronze-tipped arrows resting in leather quivers. They wait in controlled stillness, eyes locked on the Greek slopes, ready to unleash a... Nightfall descends upon the hidden ravines behind the Greek lines, where supply carriers move through deep shadows. Faint campfire glow illuminates their withered faces as they balance heavy clay amphorae on tired shoulders. Through the darkness, they forge a vital lifeline. Dawn breaks over the shallow banks of the Asopus, revealing Persian infantry wading through the cool morning water. Bronze shields rise to guard against the rising sun as the vanguard commander pushes forward. Their synchronized advance cuts through the current, a relentless tide of steel crossing the natural. Morning light catches the interlocking bronze Asopus shields as Greek bearers lock their formation on the steep inclines. A sergeant grips the leather rim, anchoring the wall with unbreakable discipline. Rough stone beneath their sandals grounds their stance, creating an impenetrable barrier against... High above the battlefield, Persian royal archers draw their composite bows from elevated positions overlooking the Greek slopes. The curved wood gleams under the bright sky as attendants steady leather quivers. They maintain the drawn tension, poised to unleash a coordinated volley that will darken. The afternoon sun casts long shadows across the northern ridges, where Greek cavalry patrols the high ground. A squadron leader sits upright on his dark steed, reins gripped firmly as he scans the tree line. They hold their position as a mobile reserve, ready to counter any sudden enemy maneuver. Late afternoon ignites the open plains west of the Asopus as Persian horsemen break into a steady gallop. Dry earth kicks up behind their hooves while the meller armor catches the fading light. Riding with fluid predatory grace, they close the distance, a thunderous threat, bearing... Dusk settles over the slope leading down to the riverbank as Greek hoplites advance through the twilight. Bronze cuirasses gleam under the fading sky, while their captain grips a polished spear shaft. They push forward in disciplined formation, a heavy wall of steel closing the distance to the enemy line. Nightfall blankets the central battlefield near the river, where Persian immortals form their battle ranks. Moonlight casts stark chiaroscuro across heavy linen tunics as the unit commander locks his gaze forward. They hold their ground in disciplined silence, a formidable force prepared to meet. Midnight falls upon the eastern flank, where Greek right-wing soldiers push forward through the pale moonlight. Bronze helmets gleam as their leader grips a polished spear shaft, driving the line ahead. They break through the enemy ranks with unbreakable resolve, a heavy hammer striking the Persian defense. Early morning light rises over the central plain as Persian center soldiers brace against the crushing hoplite pressure. Bronze shields rise to withstand the advancing wall, while their commander scans for collapsing lines. Heavy linen tunics drape over their frames as they hold their position, slowly buckling under the relentless. Morning breaks over the wooden gates of the Persian camp as Greek pursuers storm through the breach. Bright sky reflects off gleaming cuirasses, while burning tents smoke in the background. They push forward with unyielding momentum, a relentless tide breaking through the enemy defenses, and late morning illuminates the inner courtyard of the Persian camp, where defenders stand near piles of dry ash. Embers glow, casting stark chiaroscuro across their linen tunics as they scan the perimeter. Their leader grips a spear shaft firmly, maintaining. The afternoon sun shines over the elevated ridge as Greek standard-bearers raise their bronze banners. Clear skies reflect off the gleaming metal, while attendants scan the field for remaining threats. They anchor their position on the rough stone, a deliberate marker of victory and allied resolve. Evening descends upon the central plateau of Plataea as allied commanders survey the quiet aftermath. Twilight sky casts long cinematic shadows across the dry earth while their lead strategist scans the distant horizon.